to getting more abortion, right? Huh? I can't hear you. I can't make out what you're saying. I am. Oh, I'm working right now. Yeah. Oh, I'm a YouTube creator. You're now famous. You're a white woman wearing all white in Orange County, wearing an American flag, screaming for Trump.
She's from Quebec. She knows what freedom is.
So do I, sister. Freedom is available for purchase in America if you have sufficient monies.
The greatest country in the world. The most powerful.
We're the freest country, really. How is that so? Compared to Germany? Compared to England? The freest country. By what measure? We don't have health care, and that locks us into our jobs. Our social safety net is bullshit. Take it from me, it's bullshit.
Anybody can complain. We have health care in Quebec. I know about health care.
Anyone can complain, that's true, but...
That's a sign of laziness.
What's a sign of laziness? Wanting health care? Oh, complaining. Oh, that's what's wrong with the world. A rich white woman in tennis clothes that doesn't need to be wearing tennis clothes. The people that have everything just want more. I figured it all out. And I'm cheating kind of. My adopted mother is one of y'all, so I got an inside scoop. What y'all are is bullies. Just like my mother, you having enough, you don't give a shit about that. You've always had it. The entertainment part is making sure someone else doesn't have it, so you feel superior.
Wait a minute. How do you know what I have?
Huh?
How do you know what I have?
I'm making an assumption here.
Okay.
And I'll wager on it. I'll bet on it. I'll put my money where my mouth is.
People with money, right?
Are typically greedy fucks until they accumulated so much to begin with.
All the people in Hollywood that support the
Ooh.
Democrats,
Yeah.
and all the people in the tech industry, all
Are
them,
largely greedy
Amazon,
fucks, yeah.
all them, they're all...
Yeah, Bezos and Zuckerberg, Facebook and Amazon, greediest fuckers on earth. I got a whole oh my God, if you only knew. No, both, you know Zuckerberg's a Christian fundamentalist that supports right-wingers like you and suppresses left-wingers like me, right?
Who?
Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook.
No, he doesn't do that.
Yes, he does.
Because he deletes Facebook posts. Come on.
Yes, of liberals.
No,
He's anti-liberal.
That's conservative.
That's bullshit. He deletes your old when you violate their policies so egregiously they have no choice. They violate us and kick us off because lies your side made up. I'm the victim. I was talking about a bully earlier. Same thing.
They shouldn't be able to avoid anything.
I agree with that.
You know
But they
what I'm
do,
saying?
and it's landslide
Because they don't have
conservative bias.
They don't have a right to do that. Now, if they do have a right, then they have to be another type of business and go on.
No, they have the right, but it's a private business. They can do what they want. But it comes back to the story I was telling about the police putting their thumb on the scales. That's the First Amendment violation. Okay, I have a stalker that said I'm going to kill and rape you. That's a threat. Do your job, enforce the law. Oh, I don't like police. I'm a liberal, and therefore you're going to let him do whatever the fuck he wants and destroy my shit. Okay, that's how it works. But the Facebook bias, the workers at Facebook are heavily biased for conservatives.
No, come on.
That's
Come on,
it's propaganda. They're not. Anyone can do that research. I've experienced it firsthand, but it's the consensus of the community by a landslide. Do research that. That's your homework. Go look up some stories, some recent cases of conservatives getting direct lines to management, hookups that creators like me would dream of, being able to call these major places like Facebook and get them to reverse strikes and bans because there's a lot of scandalous stuff, and the conservatives have this access and the liberals do not, and the liberals get targeted by the conservatives. Your side uses, I'm the victim of it, you can't tell, I'm not going by articles and shit now. The Trumpists use cancel culture to silence the liberals. We get hit constantly, and you all outright lie. My bully is a child predator, and he constantly reports my stuff for sexual child content. but there's nothing to it. There's conservatives talk shit, civil rights shit like that, nothing at all. He'll just laugh through his teeth. And if you get truth is, you get 10 buddies do it at the same time, but you can take anything down. Your side does that, and the liberals don't. And beyond that, the people that work there, the staff, Zuckerberg and crew, it's heavily landslide supporting conservative views.
I disagree with you.
And also there's the money. There's some of the richest people in the world, so the small government sounds good to them. Don't tax us and let us keep many billions. Okay, yeah, it's profitable for them. People, I find that conservatives, the whole Republican attitude is just ignorance. You think that low government regulation and small government will fix shit, but you don't understand that that flag you're holding came from China, and it came on a boat.
That's right.
And that boat got here because of American military security.
Now with Trump, they're starting to get less things from China, right?
No, not at all. Why would you think that? We're paying more for them because of the stupid tariff shit.
Because of the tariff, right.
But there's no, you have to have production here to have a choice. No, there's no choice. We just pay more for what we get, and the government takes that money. So American companies get goods. Huh? I couldn't hear.
I'm talking to you. Where did you get that flag?
I don't know, from one of the guys on the corner. You know the guys around the corner?
Yeah.
That's where I got it.
Are they still there?
Yeah, they're, I think he's in front of the 76 station down there every day.
By
The one that
76
way.
right here?
Yeah, the one up here.
Oh, okay.
Making money off idiots. I'm telling you, guys are wasting your time.
One by that.
But what do you think you're accomplishing?
Huh? Just showing our support, that's all.
Right, but you bought that, and that costs money, and you're taking your time out of your day, which is a big thing I have.
Just showing people, well, I support Trump.
But what are you going to gain? Orange County will go to Trump. Period. Like, you don't have to do nothing. That's just an obvious. If you know anything about
Wait a minute,
statistics.
who knows now with the mail-in ballots and all that?
Oh, you think mail-in voting is going to be a rigged election?
Yeah, thank you.
Fuck Trump! Hey, you know how you go to the mailbox every day and you get 37 flyers from the grocery store and the optometrist and, you know, whatever? The mail system, the postal service handles that shit every day. Every single day.
I have nothing against absentee ballots. That's fine. You're a registered voter and you said, send me an absentee ballot. Then they just send ballots out to everybody.
So, what's the difference between that and an absentee ballot?
Because how do you know that they're eligible to vote?
Because they requested one. Voting registration is a complicated process. I've went through it.
Wait a minute, You get an absentee.
I vote right there.
You get an absentee ballot, right. So what they want to do is just mail out ballots to everybody that haven't requested it. You see what I'm saying? Absentee ballot, I'm fine. I'm fine.
But do you think there's a difference between absentee ballots and mail-in ballots?
Mail out, yeah, because it's just mail out.
Then why are
ballots.
all the professionals in the space, all the journalists, all the reporters in this, agreeing that, hey, there's no difference between mail-in ballot and absentee ballot? You're wrong.
No, the mail-in ballot, you didn't request it.
No, you registered to vote.
You registered.
And that's your
Right.
request to be able to vote. You registered to vote because you want to vote.
Right. But you requested to have an absentee ballot.
You want that second layer. You want people to first register to vote and then not have the opportunity unless they also request a ballot, an absentee ballot.
Request a ballot and vote on the ballot.
Why not just go ahead and send the registered voter a ballot?
Because a lot of the people on the registered voters or whatever are dead or whatever else.
Dead.
Dog
They're dead.
Or a cat or whatever.
They're a cat. They're registered.
Yeah,
Someone that had to try 3 times.
Like
I still had to fill out a provisional ballot after responding 3 times to my voter registration. Yeah, they're...
And another thing is that supposedly you have to have all the ballots counted by the end of the day.
They're trying to do that, yes. That's to make sure.
You'll never be able to do that if they're all.
That's why they're trying to do that. The conservatives are trying to do that to prevent a bunch of ballots from being counted.
That's the way it is. That's the law. It's got to be counted one day after the election.
That's not the law.
Yes, it is the law. Otherwise, you'd be going for 10 months before you figure out who won an election.
Okay, yeah,
It's just
well.
like in New York, they went 6
No
weeks.
point arguing that point since they're going to do that.
6 weeks, and they still didn't come up with who won, and they finally said, oh, this lady won.
Well, it doesn't matter what you say, because your leader, Trump, already said that he knows that if everyone could vote, Republicans would never win. So you all know it's voter suppression. Your leader said so. You gonna argue with Trump? Trump said that if everyone votes, Republicans couldn't win.
Well, you know how the election is going to turn out.
I do, but that's because of mostly inbreeding. I blame a lot of you whites. I think it's the inbreeding. People understand that you're white because you fucked your sister too much.
You're going to find that more blacks will vote for Trump this year, and same with Hispanics.
That may happen, but that's not. That's for the other reasons about the crime shit I was talking about. You know, and Kamala Harris is a piece of shit. That's never going to work.
Granted, yeah. I mean, she was the first to drop out of the primary because she wasn't any good.
Well, she's not very popular, but trying to sell a police officer that intentionally kept innocent people in prison specifically to use them for free labor to fight forest fires, that shit ain't gonna fly.
Well,
this nigger brought back slavery.
I know she prosecuted
she admitted that.
A lot of marijuana.
Also true. Tons of warrants, just like Biden.
Never any of the big guys, but just the small guys smoking marijuana.
Yeah, that's another problem. She's a fucking cop. Yeah, but seriously, keeping innocent people in jail to use them as slave labor, that's just a death sentence. The blacks are not going to vote for that. Okay, I understand. I can't really do it either. I'll probably vote for Al Bundy. Oh well. Yeah, but you have to realize over here, again, I know what's going on, poli-sci boy. It's real simple. Democrats are rich fucks. If the Republicans win, rich fucks makes a lot of money. So these Democrats that just threw this thing, I guess they're gonna have to make a lot of money. So sad. Their investments are gonna have to do great. Big business is gonna be on fire. Their portfolios, they're gonna make billions of dollars. It's so sad. They lost their political cause, but they made billions.
The economy will be ticking. There's no doubt about that.
Right, but that doesn't help the little guy at all.
It helps.
But those rich people like Hillary Clinton, they got money. They got old world money. They got big money. They got donor lists. They have money. They're going to make a fucking boatload of fucking money. All right, when the Republicans win. And it's so sad that they didn't fight harder and beat the Republicans and lose a lot of money. Isn't that weird how the Democrats keep failing to get themselves into a position where they can tax themselves more? Isn't that a little weird? Yeah, so if the being facetious is too much for you, I say they're corrupt and they're just throwing this shit to make a fuck ton of money while they can. That's simple. So the Democrats are traitors. I hate individuals like Elizabeth Warren. No fan of Biden, like I said.
Well, that's a mistake.
And there's few ones people don't understand, like Bernie Sanders.
And the problem is, they should have never run Biden because the people there could see what he was like.
That's what I'm saying. They threw it. They intentionally. Oh no, the Republicans won and we made a bunch of money.
Maybe if he gets elected the day after, he'll swear in and then he'll
stroke out.
Go out. And they'll have to lead him out.
Well,
because he won't know.
It doesn't matter because Kamala is also extremely conservative and
She's not conservative. Come on. She's the most liberal senator in the Senate. Come on.
When you come at it from the biggest perspective, from government taxation and division of wealth, she's on the conservative side. And so is Biden. They just did the thing today. Today, the news cycle was full of Biden going, still not for Medicare for all. Can't do that. Maybe a public option. They're not supporting it. They were capitalist system of education and healthcare. And wherein she's pro-cop, she is a cop. And no, it looks liberal to anti-abortion Trump supporters, but it's to the actual spectrum of things. There's moderates, there's conservatives, and the liberals have no representation because we're, hippies. It's like matrilineal societies throughout human history. They're all nice and sweet, and then they get their asses kicked by the barbarians.
How about the riots? What do you think about those?
It's complicated.
You're saying police and whatever.
Well, the soldiers doing shit they're not supposed to do, so that was wrong of Trump.
What are you doing shit they're not supposed to do?
acting like police on American soil and violating. Governors are saying, don't come in my state and do shit, and feds are showing up and doing shit. That's a constitutional violation.
They have the right to defend.
No, they went beyond. We got plenty of video of them grabbing protesters in the street, not on the building. It's been pretty well documented. And what about the feds pepper spraying media? Not liberal media, fucking CNN and shit. They see cameras and they attack them.
They deserve it. I agree with that.
They deserve it.
CNN, yeah.
Cameramen deserve to be pepper sprayed for reporting on events at the federal building.
Oh, you mean reporting on a peaceful protest, right?
Oh yeah, because we got to shut the cameras off and then establish what happened, right? It's going to help us establish what happened to cover those cameras and pepper spray, right?
Okay, it's the same thing. What about the police that are hit with rocks and water battles and all that?
Technically wrong, but you said that the criminals should get shot earlier because they probably did something. I feel that most pigs have done something to deserve being lynched, so I don't really care if them and their families die, honestly. Yeah.
Like I say, normally I have...
You think the random criminal deserves to be shot? You said that earlier. I think the random cop does, because I know about cops.
My first thought is, they say you're not guilty of,
But you said earlier, the guys the police shoot probably did something. We got this long-term video format.
Right.
Yeah, you said that earlier. The guys the police shoot, they probably did something, so fuck them.
And fired the taser gun at him. No, I'd shoot him.
Okay, but here, hold on to this. What percentage of police officers know that their co-workers have committed serious felonies?
They never showed the whole video.
Of him kneeling on his neck for 9 minutes?
What happened 10 minutes before that?
He tried to pass a fake $20 bill at the liquor store.
After he tried to pass it.
He fled.
They were in and out. They had him tried to get him in the car and everything else, and he wouldn't cooperate.
Yeah, he said it was claustrophobic and wouldn't get in the car.
He had fentanyl in him and all this other shit.
So he's heavily sedated, likely drunk because he's buying shit at the liquor store with fake $20 bills. And these pussy-ass cops can't control him and gotta choke him to death.
I think that one cop knew of him.
Also possible in a small community is getting the corner liquor store.
He was a security guard at one of the clubs or something like that. And I think that they had an altercation at one time or something, who knows.
So basically it's a death sentence for resisting arrest and passing a fake 20. Those are the two accusations against them. It's a death sentence to resist arrest and to pass a fake 20. And keep in mind, I'm hard on thieves.
No, wait a minute, you shouldn't have resisted arrest, right?
Well, I say that a cop that knows his partner committed a felony...
The cop comes to me and says, okay, I'm going to put you in handcuffs. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, I'm putting in handcuffs and flipped off. Put him in the back of the car. He said he was claustrophobic. Being in the back of the cop car isn't fun. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know this dude, but it is possible. And one way or the other, wasn't he trying to collapse on the ground? Like I'm saying, plus the 9 minutes of kneeling. I'm saying after you choke the bitch out, why keep kneeling on him? I'm calling the cops cowards because they can't control someone. And the dude's on fentanyl. You know fentanyl's like heroin, right? It's a sedative.
But if he has it in there, that also can make you not breathe. So I think it's a combination of all kinds of stuff, right? I mean,
Right, but cops, I'm calling on you. I got YouTube videos. I call them pussies to their fucking face. My father was a soldier, okay, and I was in the police explorers, and I've been close to cops, okay. Most of them are fucking pussies, okay. Yeah, soldiers get combat training.
That's your opinion.
I've been to police training. I have been on the firing range with a cop. I shoot circles around them. I'm a bit better with hand-to-hand. There are exceptions to that. Jeff Turner, he's a friend of cops in Somerset, Kentucky. Someone look him up. He's a martial arts expert. But some of the pigs he worked with are fat cows.
Yeah, we should get the Trump sign. Come on.
If I had a blank with me, I would have already made a fuck Trump sign. Trust me, I don't have any blanks on me.
That's not polite.
Why not?
That's not
courteous. Maybe have Sleepy Joe.
It's not like I grabbed you by the pussy.
It's rude.
You're talking about being rude to Donald Trump, the rudest clown of a man. God, he's rude to his hookers. And keep in mind, I don't got a problem with the man fucking hookers. We all do it. Being rude to the hookers and paying the hookers to shut up, that's getting weird. Why don't you just come out and say, yeah, I'm rich, I'm white, I fucked this hot hoe, what about it? Okay, no, that's not what he did. He sent his lawyer to pay her hush money and told her something might happen to her or her family if she should run her mouth about it. That's some mafia shit. And that's some pussy shit. Billionaires fuck hoes. We all know that. It was one no surprise to me that it turned up a Playboy model he fucked. Wow. I fucked hot whores and I ain't rich, okay? I'm waiting for the shallow grave of dead hookers. I'm waiting for the mother lode. Time at the Bunny Ranch in Nevada. Okay, I don't got a problem when he fucked the hose. I got a problem with how he handled it.
Well, whatever.
And his wife's hot. Like, I may fuck hoes, but I'm not married to one. Like, that's a model. That's something we only dream of. 20-something years younger than him.
Yeah. Classy lady.
Straight pinup. She got a nice
What time
ass.
is it? What time is it?
Time is 5:30.
5:30? I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's been good talking to you.
Oh, it's what I do. Like I said, I paid a lot of money to know what I'm talking about with this.
Everybody has their own opinion.
Yeah, but I'll leave you on notes and thoughts. Think about the purge, okay? Poor people are getting sick of the way shit is. Okay, I've had trouble with health care, I've had trouble with shelter, and I'm more skilled than most of the rest of these poor people. Don't judge them by me. I'm a master at being poor.
Who am I to judge anybody?
Other people, right now with the eviction crisis coming, and everyone's going to be homeless, and people aren't going to handle it like I do. They're going to go crazy and they're going to rob people to get what they think they need to survive. And they probably get the wrong things. They're stupid. They'll spend all their money on hotels and they could buy a sleeping bag.
Unless they open up the economy, but you know, they don't want to do
one
that.
way or the other, it's too late for that. We're all going to die. It's capitalism at heart. You need social safety nets. Shit like universal basic income. And I don't support that because I want to see the fall of capitalism, but it will keep capitalism going for a long time. But you can't have this situation where your average Joe can't have a phone, can't have medical care, can't have transportation, forget education.
Just like now, they're giving that money. The person's getting more money than he made at work, so why should he go to work? Well,
that's the point, because we want people to stay home because they're in the middle of a pandemic and it could cause problems. Okay, and again, I don't support that. I want the pandemic to take off because it kills largely older people that vote for Trump. The only hope we have, and there is no hope, it kills your kind a lot worse. The older people get hammered. Okay, yeah, and I'm all for population control, like I said. I hate America. I want us all to die. Like, fuck us. Yeah, but until then, we should stay home. The point of the whole pandemic relief is to keep the economy from totally collapsing. Do you understand the markets too? Oh fuck, that's going to be the last thing with the purge, but you understand the markets are very high right now because of all that money they gave us, right? When that money that money already ran out, and when the effects of that, when this month is tabulated, I already got my last check for that. They cut the $600 a week, okay? So now what's going to happen is all these businesses are going to collapse. There's going to be no one to patronize them. Rich fucks will be fine. The stores you go to every day are going to collapse. Everything is going to collapse. Okay, because they cut that money off. Because poor people, they get money, they got to give it straight to their landlord. You give a poor person here in California, think about it, you give your typical Joe, fucking wetback working carpentry work, $600 a week, $2,400 a month, okay? $1,500 per rent, $300 a car. Do they have health insurance? Do they have food, gas? Are they going to even pay fucking Netflix $9? Forget cable at $40. There's no savings. When they cut that money off, they're not going to pay any of that. So all these big businesses like Amazon, I used a lot of Amazon during this time because it's cheap as fuck. You know, like I said, I don't like Bezos, but I'm poor, so you want to give me a discount, wait 3 days to get it, fine.
Yeah.
When people don't have the money, they're going to stop fucking buying shit, and then the economy just collapses. Everything's gonna fucking and then the rich people that have a lot of liquid are gonna jump in when the market's low and make a whole bunch of money as it recovers.
If that happens, then if Trump gets elected, then he's gonna suffer the consequences, right?
There'll be no consequences. Once he's elected, that's it. If he doesn't get impeached and the Republicans control the Senate, he's immune.
They'll be back on him like
they can't do anything to him. He can ignore us. If you elect him again, he can ignore it. He can do whatever he wants. Yeah. He can't get elected a third time. It doesn't matter.
I know that.
He can do whatever the fuck he wants for the rest of his life if we elect him again. He's not accountable. That's why I said about abortion earlier. Why Kavanaugh didn't trigger an anti-abortion, that they didn't choose to hear a case that that would have outlawed abortion because it's prior to the election. As soon as the election passes and that's off, fuck it. It doesn't matter. If you elect him again, he'll do whatever he wants, and it's going to be cut taxes, screw the poor. We're all gonna. And you're not rich enough. You may think you think you're upper class, and by the numbers you kind of are. But when the poor come for the rich, when we don't have food, you don't understand how the stores work. When Kroger, the Ralphs, they don't get their food, and everyone's hungry, we're gonna come to your house and take it. Okay, and the really rich people are going to go to their compounds. The military will protect them. The police are going to fall back and protect them.
Well,
but
you don't want the
all
police.
these suburbs, these
You
nice
wanna
houses
disband
around
the
here, you're
police.
screwed.
You want to disband the police, so you have to worry about that.
No, they're going to protect you. The police will let us all rot, and they're going to protect you. But I don't think you're rich enough to be on that list. I don't know exactly which part of town you live in.
Security. I don't have my own security.
Yeah, but these houses are nice, $1 million houses, right? It's all nice. You're not rich enough, okay? If you were rich enough to get protection from the government during actual crisis, during riots that spread,
The government can't
you wouldn't be
protect
talking to me on the street like this. Well, you're not that high class.
you.
No. So you're gonna have to
the
deal with us,
government
and we're
can-
gonna be pissed. And men like me, we're gonna fuck you up. We're not just gonna take your shit. We're gonna take everything. We're gonna take your car. Okay,
That's
we're
why,
gonna
you know,
fucking play with you.
That's why, you know, our people are buying guns, whatever.
Well, we can get them too.
To protect
Actually,
them.
criminals know where to get guns. What happens is you buy the guns, you take them home, a criminal comes, breaks into your house, steals it, sells it to us for a third what you paid for it. I wouldn't buy a gun that's traceable for $500. $100 cash. Give me a piece right now in Santa Ana. I can get on that bus right there, right where I get off, get a piece, come back. $100. That ain't nothing. And plus, I don't need a gun. I mean, like I said, the felony charge earlier, I just beat the dude's ass. I'm 6'3", 300. My dad was fucking combat veteran. I'm good. Yeah, but yeah, it's gonna be. You all are gonna get some of us, but we outnumber you 100 to 1. So you better hope we don't get so desperate we all break like that.
Well, hopefully the economy.
And that's not even counting terrorism shit too. The Muslims might try something during all this.
You know, and hopefully the virus goes away, which is
Oh no! That's the coronavirus is not like the flu. We're always going to deal with it forever. Eventually, we'll get a vaccine, but a bunch of you guys are. Oh, are you guys any anti-vaxxers?
Huh?
Are any of you anti-vaxxers?
What's anti-vaxxers?
You're against vaccinations.
Well, I'm not anti, but I don't take, never have a flu shot. I never have taken one.
But you've had major hepatitis and.
Oh, I've never had any of that.
You've
No.
never had the hepatitis vaccine?
Oh, no, I've not.
Measles?
What-
Did you have the
what-
measles, mumps, and rubella
Oh, yeah,
vaccine?
No, I mean, like I said, I'm not against that stuff. I'm against, for me, myself, I'm not one to I've never taken.
Oh, you've never taken any vaccine at all?
No, of course I've taken the vaccines. I haven't taken
She's
the
just saying
flu.
she doesn't take any.
Flu, one
Flu
additional.
vaccine.
Well, you should take the flu vaccine, but
never have.
at least you got the major ones.
You
The
know
flu,
what?
measles is real bad.
Well,
The flu is inconvenient.
vaccine, that's very controversial either, because 4% of the strains, it may or may not be. So
Oh, that's true. It's not 100% effective because the multiple strains circulate, but it doesn't hurt you in any way. And if you should come across
why would you put in something in your body that you know what you don't need
to
put?
prepare you for one common strain, what mathematically has been determined to be the most common strain
Not
or the most
really.
dangerous strain of that year,
Yeah,
it doesn't
not
hurt
really.
you
They haven't been able to find it. So
because
Now,
it
for
keeps
me, it
mutating because so many people have it.
Exactly, just like this COVID thing. That's all bogus.
That's what I was just telling him. It's not bogus. It's going to mutate and become
It's
endemic.
mutating already. The COVID,
Well, likely
I mean,
true. Several million people have it.
Yeah, but how many? What's today? Matter of fact, how many are dying from it? How many have been hospitalized? It's all you know
A
what, it's
ridiculously
no worse-
high number.
It's no worse than there's more people are dying from other things and from the flu than from the COVID. It's
Well,
just
that's
a
true. The
simple-
flu is a dangerous disease, but that's
Exactly.
why there's a multi-billion-dollar annual effort to
so
create a
let me just
vaccine and
ask
get
you,
people
what-
vaccinated.
what-
And people like you
what
don't
is-
get vaccinated, and that helps it spread
what is your-
and
what
it
is-
decreases all the effort we put in.
What are you standing for? What are you arguing? The point.
I'm for the truth, simply put. And it's
Yeah,
not
but you're a Trump supporter. That's all
Nope.
I care about.
the biggest liar that we've
Oh
ever
my
had.
God. Are you a socialist? What is
I'm a
that?
communist. Yeah, I'm worse than socialism. I'm a
Well,
communist.
Why don't you go to a communist country? country. Why
That's
are
why I
you in
asked them.
America? This is a land of
Why
free.
would they take me?
Because
I'm not a productive
then you know
citizen.
what? Then just don't say anything. This
Well, that's
country
okay.
was. This country
They'll
was.
take care of you anyway, right?
No, they kill people like me. They don't need useless
my
people.
God.
They're not
God bless
stupid.
America that allow people like you and all these other ones that it's the best country in the world, and you should be supporting.
The best country in
We
what
the
measure?
People, we the people. By what? The world looks to America for every need they have, and America's the first.
We don't
one.
buy technology from America. We don't buy cars from America. No healthcare developments. What do they look to America for? What? What's American? Point to an object made in America right now. Here, just point to an object made in America.
Hey, can I take a picture, you guys?
The cars, I guess.
Okay,
I love
but
what you're doing, man.
make sure this is in there.
Thank you.
Hold on. I
Look-
live
look
from
at him
LA.
with
I
his
never
finger.
I never get to see this.
Oh, I'm a rare one. You may not see me like this ever again.
Awesome, guys. Keep
Which
it up.
side are you on?
All the way.
Oh, fuck Trump. Fuck the conservatives.
Oh, you don't like Trump? I'm
No.
a Trumper.
No. Why are you a
Take your picture
Trumper?
of this.
Hasn't he done enough damage?
No, you're not
Haven't
thinking
we?
clearly.
Are we done listening to
You're
this
not
buffoon?
thinking clearly.
The airtime alone. That's because you're driving a BMW
There's
SUV.
no sense in trying to change each other's minds.
You're right, because your side is the house of anti-intellectualism. You never learn. You pride yourselves at beating up the geeks and staying ignorant. Go home and watch The Purge, and then buy a gun.
Why don't you go on the other side?
Because I'm here to annoy you. Honey, if I knew you better, I'd get you going so bad right now you'd have a stroke and I'd laugh at your corpse.
Don't you have anything to do?
Colonel, U.S. Marine, Greg Rest. Really, God loves a dude that fucks hookers, robs charities.
Don't you fucking
Go
follow
and
me.
get a new pair of shoes and
Why? He fucks hookers. Multiple ones that we know of. I accuse him of more, but we know it too. At least the Playboy centerfold and the porn stars, so Stormy Daniels. Karen McDougal and Stormy Daniels. He fucked those hookers so bad that he had to send his lawyer to threaten her family and give her $100,000 to shut the fuck up, which fortunately she didn't. I'm just sorry there's not a sex tape.
I don't want to hear it. My ears are plugged. Please go preach in another corner.
Oh, please take your president and go to fucking Greenland. He wanted to buy it.
Bye.
Do you hear about that one? He wanted to buy Greenland.
listen to idiots.
You don't listen to science. What about you two? You didn't answer like her. Are you guys anti-vaxxers? Do you support vaccination of kids, of pretty much anyone out in the public? Are you vaccinated?
But he doesn't like Biden either, so